hiding information, destroying information, evidence.
A police beating and allegations of a cover-up. Did a prosecutor tell 2 Lawrence County deputies to destroy evidence? That's one of the questions we're asking tonight at 6. Thanks for joining us. I'm Rory Johnston.
And I'm Carrie Sharp. News Channel 5 investigates first reported claims that a prosecutor advised deputies to delete cell phone pictures of a man they had just beaten. That was 5 years ago, and the case still has not gone to trial.
Investigative reporter Ben Hall is speaking exclusively with the man at the center of the case.
Mike Jones was 62 years old and disabled when he was pulled over. He was badly beaten, and now he's waiting for this case to go to trial.
Both eye sockets was crushed. The sinus cavity was crushed. My nose.
These pictures show Mike Jones in the hospital days after he was arrested back in October of 2020. What do you think when you look at those pictures?
That's pretty bad. Everybody just seen the real bad ones that says that they're just trying to beat you to death.
Jones was pulled over by 2 Lawrence County deputies, Eric Crafton and Zach Ferguson, who were working for the 22nd Judicial Drug Task Force. It happened on this rural road near the Giles and Lawrence County line. Deputies claim in their incident report that Jones led them on a chase, throwing drugs from his car. When he stopped, they claim the 62-year-old, who was on disability, resisted arrest.
Got me out and then slammed me down on the ground. And one of them was in the middle of my back and the other one was beating on me.
But Jones was really surprised by what happened next. A deputy stood him up and took a picture with his cell phone. That looks like the picture they took of you at the scene.
Yeah. Yeah. It is. Yeah, it is. I can see my eyes is already starting to swell. I don't know why he took the picture. He just wiped my face real hard with that rag because it's just covered in blood and snapped my pictures with his cell phone.
A court filing claimed Deputy Ferguson texted pictures of Jones's injuries and this picture of blood in the road to Assistant District Attorney Emily Crafton, who was in District Attorney Brent Cooper's office. The court filing claimed she saw the pictures and advised Deputy Ferguson to delete the photos.
It covered the case up. It covered the investigation of the crimes against Mr. Jones up.
Attorney Andrew Nutt represented Jones and told us in 2021 deleting the photos was an attempt to hide the brutal beating. Jones's brother agrees.
That was their way of covering their own butt. They were just hiding information, destroying information, evidence.
District Attorney Brent Cooper later fired Crafton. She now faces official misconduct charges. The 2 deputies face federal charges involving excessive use of force and obstruction.
I feel pretty disgusted. That's our public servants.
A judge dismissed the resisting arrest charge against Jones and all other charges stemming from that traffic stop. But nearly 5 years later, the deputies and the assistant DA still have not gone to trial.
Just keeps getting put off. I thought that maybe they're waiting for me to die or something. That's what I thought.
Deputies Caperton and Ferguson remain on administrative leave from the Lawrence County Sheriff's Office. Their federal trial has been set 5 different times, but so far it has not happened.
They're just trying to give the public time to forget what went on, so they keep postponing it, trying to get out of everybody's mind to cover their own butt.
Jim Jones is ready to testify in court if needed. The whole family is tired of delays, still in shock from the brutal beating and bizarre communication between the deputies and an assistant district attorney.
I'd like to get it over with, That's something we're still dealing with 5 years later simply because of them.
The Lawrence County Sheriff is standing by his deputies, saying they used an appropriate amount of force. However, Emily Crafton's attorney didn't want to comment on her case. He did tell us he thought the officers were over-aggressive. He also said the delays in trial are not Crafton's fault, and she maintains her innocence and wants her day in court.
All right, thanks, Ben. And you can find Ben's initial interview with Jim Jones and more on this story. Just go to newschannel5.com/investigate.
Tyrant, Bill, the skies cleared up when I made that last video, and I referenced this one because the other one was in Tennessee as well. There were clouds. I mean, I can still see them a little bit, but the sun is going down. So it's a transition, but Man, that lady telling on y'all that, man. I am Trailhand Bill reporting live from South Florida. What time is it now, guys? 8:02 on this same Thursday night as the last video. I never know when y'all actually gonna get these videos. I be fronting like they gonna come right out after I do the audio, but it's still a lot more work to be done after that. Obviously, I pray and hope life is beautiful where you are. Challenges and all included is part of the journey, guys. I pray that you're not too down if you're facing some yourself. We all do, and you've been there before, and you know they come and they go. So swim. Y'all beat hell out that man, family. They said she was in the district attorney's office when she got the text messages. Now, if they sent them to her and she got them, how would they know that unless she told somebody? That's why I say she's snitching on your ass. Hey, listen, Tennessee, first and foremost, shout out to his brother, because you are the one that made me think. If y'all ass in Tennessee and you have not hit me up in a DM or something somewhere and say, hey, Trailhand, I'm going to get some of this good moonshine we got over here to you over there in South Florida. Just stop watching me, man. You don't even like me if you ain't try to get me none of that good Tennessee moonshine. And I ain't talking about from the store. I'm talking about from somebody steal. They done made a law against it. But, hey, man, we need to hook that up because I need some of that good-ass moonshine y'all got down there in Tennessee. The other thing is, man, we in the South, man. I'm from Georgia. So I wish I could this is the one video I've ever said this on. I wish I could force everybody who ever watched my videos to watch this video. And this is a shout out to his brother again, because people used to clown. Nobody's done it in a while, my Southern accent. We in the South, big dog. This is how we talk. And y'all making little, I'm not even gonna say they were racist, but y'all were trying to say it like the people who said it were like, my accent is exclusive to black Southerners or black people. I hope y'all just heard that white dude talking. Hey, man, this is how everybody down here talk, man. You get your Tennessee, your Mississippi, your Alabama, your Georgia. Fam, this is how we talk down here, and we understand every damn thing we saying. If you don't, that's your problem. It ain't got nothing to do with race. This is culture. This is Southern culture. The second thing is, if you don't know anything about America, the South is where racism has its roots. But it's white on white crime. I'm confused as hell. Why in it? If this would have happened in New York, the East Coast, the West Coast, I'd be like, okay, cool. There's different things going on. But down here, I can tell y'all, I can testify that people stick together now. It's not necessarily as discriminated as some conversations may suggest, but there's still a lot of segregation and discrimination down here. So I was confused when I see that white cops are beating this white dude like this. Now, I ain't blind. Y'all know I cover these stories. I got like 1 billion videos on them. We all Negroes now. We can talk about that. We can talk about how it evolved from qualified immunity, where it was just African-American Negroes who were the target and those that stood with them. But now everybody a damn Negro. And some of the cops who are perpetuating these crimes upon innocent Americans are actually African. I mean, they all racist, man. They Chinese, whatever, you know what I'm saying? But it still perplexed me to see white Southern cops beating a white man like this, and it makes me wonder what more is to this story that we're not getting. Because there has to be something. Because where were the drugs or whatever else y'all fabricated and lied, said this man threw out of his car? Y'all ain't go get him? Y'all seen him throw him out the car. It's 2 of y'all minimum, but y'all didn't go and get him. Y'all lied on that damn man. Now let's get to what really, I guess I can be frank and say upsets me. I want to say pisses me off. I'm trying to be a little bit more calm in this video, and I tried in the last one as well. It's the Maker's Mark. Shout out Kentucky. Y'all not only beat the hell out of this man. The dude looked at the picture. He said, the journalist, that looks like the picture they took at you at the scene. He said, yeah, it is. Look like I can see my eyes starting to swell. He said, they wiped the blood from my face and took a picture of me. They took a picture of the blood pooled on the ground and sent it to the assistant district attorney who's snitching on y'all ass. I'm almost certain. What kind of vile, disgusting human beings are you? What kind of vile, disgusting human beings do you have to be to do something like this? What kind of vile, disgusting human being do you have to be to look at what happened in this situation? To look at a human being who God created in his image and said it is good, a child of God who he absolutely loves and adores, and say that the force that they used on him to beat him black and blue damn near to death was appropriate. Appropriate for what? If it was so damn appropriate, why have your officers, and I can give you guys this small consolation prize, been on administrative leave for 5 years? The consolation prizes, in this case, they're not getting paid. If their actions were so damn appropriate, why in the hell you got them on 5 years of leave? Why you didn't bring them back? Is somebody above you saying ain't no way in hell? Maybe the DA, I don't know, the city attorney. What was appropriate about what they did to that gentleman versus illegal? Were they arrested, or did you guys just OR them or something? I don't know, because they're facing charges, the Johnnies and the DA, assistant DA, but there were no conversations about arrest. And I'll just circle back around to this, guys. What could someone have done to deserve being beat like that by American law enforcement? What did this gentleman do to deserve it? Because the answer to that first question, the former question, in my estimation, is nothing, man. If you have a criminal charge on him, you arrest him. You take him to jail. Look at him. He said y'all wiped the blood from his face. You took pictures of it, put it on the ground, and then you sent his battered face, the picture, to the assistant DA, and then she told y'all to erase it. So let's also erase all the speculation in this coverage. There's no if. There's no alleged. These motherfuckers are criminals, including this smiling ass BITCH. You tried to cover up what they did to that man instead of holding them accountable and starting prosecution against them like your coward ass took an oath to do. So it's not just the men. It's not just the cops that roam the streets. It's not just their superiors. It is the government, because also for 5 years they have been stalling this case, and I agree with the brother and also the joke that the victim made. They probably are waiting on you to die, sir. They definitely are waiting for the public to forget this. So thank you to whoever brought this to our attention. I hope you get ultimate and secure justice, and I hope their asses get jail cells that evolve into prison cells for the appropriate, if I may use the chief's words, amount of time that they deserve for this bullshit. And that ain't half of what I wanted to say about this story, guys. Know your rights. Teach your children to know their rights. Encourage your loved ones to as well. And make sure that you are involved in not only protecting yourself, but as God leads your heart, other Americans too. And if you're out of the states, other human beings. I'm Trailhand Bear. Y'all be good. Thank you if you made it this far. If you liked the video, feel free to hit that thumbs up button. I greatly appreciate it. If you care to go a little further than that, maybe even subscribe, hit the notification bell. Check out a few of the other videos on the channel. Either way, y'all be safe.